Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. I'm Emmers0n11. Today, welcome back to another Forza Horizon 2 video. Today we're going to be making, as the title suggests, the epic off-road car, an amazing off-road car. So we're going to do some detailed tuning and upgrades on this car, but this tune and the upgrades can be applied to any of the off-road cars, any of the lower off-road cars, and also the ones here. What are these? Extreme off-roads. Anything that can go off-road, basically. Probably not the rally types of cars. I'm going to do one of them later this week, so look forward to that. There'll be a rally video coming out soon for that, specific tune for that. But right now, we're going to get into four-wheel drive. So what you're going to want to start with this car is you're going to want to, depends on what you have. With this one, the only option is a drivetrain swap for this one. But if you have another one like a Ram Runner or the Ford Raptor, then you're going to want to put a bigger engine in there. A lot more power is good, but not too much power, because otherwise you're going to be up, if you go into online, you're going to be up with stuff like McLaren P1s if your power is too high in your class. So more power, so probably an engine swap. Aspiration, you might want to do some turbos in that, but this one doesn't have the option for that. Drivetrain, if your car that you're using is a rear-wheel drive, which most of them should be all-wheel drives, actually all of them, you're going to want to keep it on an all-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive if you're going to be doing rally stuff, but we're not going to be focusing on rally in this one. The next video that's going to come along later will be. So all-wheel drive in the car for that. So aero and appearance, nothing really for that. Tires, though, you're going to want to put the compound on sport, not race. That's too grippy, and I had it on street, which isn't the correct one. So put it on sport, because you're going to need more grip for off-road, but also it's going to be good for on-road as well. You don't really have to change the rims or the tire width. It should be good. The drivetrain, though, you should max it out. You should get a new clutch in there. I don't think I could put a new transmission in because it took it down, but depends. You can choose transmission or not depending on how good the gears are already in your car, but most of them are going to need a new transmission. Driveline, go for the lightest one. It takes off reduction there. It's a carbon one, so you're going to get less weight. And diffs, you're going to want to put the two-way diffs on so that you can customize your diff settings. But I think, yeah, in tuning. So we'll have to wait for that one. For platform and handling, going to put some new brakes on. Roll bars, going to put max out roll bars, both front and rear. And weight reduction, if your car's light like this one I put weight reduction on, but this car's really light. Most of the off-road cars aren't light, so you're going to want to put weight reduction on that. There is a point where it can get too light with some of the Jeeps for the lower class of off-roads. They're going to get too light if you take too much weight off, but yeah, so most of them should need weight reduction. With engine power, with this one, I didn't even put an air filter on. This one I didn't do very much to the engine. I put exhaust systems. But you're going to want to get a lot more power in your car if it's a Raptor or a Ram. And there's another off-road car. Oh, the local motors. I haven't done much on that one. But you're going to want to max out most things. This one has actually a supercharger in this car. But yeah, you're going to want to max out your engine. Not every single one of it. It depends. It's actually up to you, really, how much power you want in the car. But you're going to want to have a fair amount of power in there. My power is pretty high already in this car, and I haven't done very much, as you can tell. So getting into the tune of the car, with tires, you're going to want to do something like this, what I have here. You're going to want a low pressure in your tires. If you want to drive this car both off-road and on-road pretty well, you're going to want something like what I have. I don't have PSI, I have bar, because we work on the metric system down here. So if you are from the USA or someplace that doesn't use the metric system, you're going to just have to look at what mine looks like, where the positions are, and guess where the PSI is online with that. But that's a good one. Or otherwise, you can make the tires completely down to completely almost flat if you want to completely just drive it off the road, no on-road, and it works really well with that. The gearing, you can just leave stock. The alignment, you're going to want something like this for the camber. You can go further down than what I have right now. I have minus 1.3 and minus 0.8. You can go further down like that. Probably not that far, but you can go further down if you want it to slide out more. They can, if you do that, the camber's it's gonna make the car slide out a little bit more. But like this on this car, it works pretty well. Camber's kind of more up to you. You can experiment with that one yourself. Because it depends on each car, it's different. Anti-roll bars, you're going to want something like this for this car, but you can go softer for the bigger cars. This car with anti-roll, because it's so light and it's little, it kind of rolls a little easier, so you need to make a little bit more stiff, but you can go further down, probably around 18. I'll probably stay 20 for the top, and then maybe go down to 14 for the bottom, but for this car, this one's the best, I'd say. Springs, you're going to want them really soft. For the bigger cars, you can have them heaps softer, but this one, because this car's a little different, it's a little, not completely soft, but it's down towards the soft end. And that one also can be up to you. Damping, though, soft damping for the big cars as well, and this one, I haven't really done anything to the damping. I might actually take it down for the video. I'll take it down to 3.5 both. And that's probably a good place to put damping. Rebound stiffness is probably good stock, however your car comes. Aero, you don't have to do anything. Brakes, that's, you can leave stock. Diffs, you can keep that stock, but probably balance. If you want to slide out a little bit more, put a little bit more power to the rear. It should be stock at 50%, but you can put, I put 60 to the rear, so there's a little bit more power going to the rear if you want to slide that one out. So apply that, and you should be ready to drive this thing off-road. I'd say the best off-road parts on the map is probably this road here is pretty good for off-road. It's actually really good for off-road. And also up over here is pretty good as well. So some of the longer, twistier roads, off-roads are really good. And also you can just drive through these areas here that don't have any roads in the middle of them. And they're also good to drive through. But for this video, I'm going to choose the more twisty one up here, and I'm going to start here, so fast travel to that. There you go, little jump. We're now on the off-road track. As you can see, it slides out a little bit. This is a little narrow, and there's a car in the way. After doing all these these fine-tuning details here, and having low pressure in the tires makes it able to slide out, but also with the roll bars it doesn't roll. So you're gonna want the whole reason why we have soft suspension is so that it takes all of the sliding. I don't know what, can't fit the words right now, but it takes all of the G-force from sliding into the suspension so that the car doesn't flip, and the anti-roll bars, they should be acting on the car. So look, you don't roll at all, and you can go completely sideways at what was I doing? 120 kilometers an hour almost. So it's doing that to the suspension and having flatter tires and the roll bars a little softer means that the car doesn't roll as easy. And especially, you can roll this car, you can start to roll because it's a light one. You can start to roll this if you get to high speeds, like on roads, but on off-road this car shouldn't roll whatsoever with the tune I have on. Also, the power in this car stock is pretty damn powerful, so you shouldn't, as I showed while doing the upgrades, you don't really need to do anything to the engine to make this car powerful enough to go fast off-road. So this car's pretty good, but other cars you might, like the Ram, the Roadrunner, and the, sorry, yeah, it's just a Roadrunner, not a Ram. The Roadrunner and the Ford Raptor should need a little bit more power to them, as they are B class and this one's A class, I think. So yeah, thanks guys for watching the video. If you want to check out more videos from the Horizon 2 week, you can go check out my videos page on my YouTube channel, subscribe and stuff, and look forward to more Horizon videos this week coming right at you.